Good evening. My name is Joseph Nwoye, instructional specialist with CTL. CTL is responsible for advancing professional development activities for Montgomery College. Today with me is Christine, with whom I had been working in area of professional development. There are numerous aspects of professional development, but today we're going to focus on clinical supervision model. Clinical supervision model allows one to be able to, like detective, look at your work with eyes on recognizing what you are doing well, at the same time recognizing what you need to do to improve the work you do. And here with me is Christine, who I'm going to be discussing what we've been doing over the course of this semester. And Christine, would you introduce yourself, and then I will be following up with more questions as to how you feel about what we've done thus far.
Certainly. My name is Christine Ray. I'm an English professor at the Tacoma Park campus here at Montgomery College, as well as teaching an English class online.
Good. Over 3 weeks, we've been working on the area of professional development, but the purpose of this one is essentially to key on the class you did recently, the most recent class we observed. And I would like you to tell the community, as well as other faculty members who may be interested in what you are doing, the strengths you've uncovered as a result of what we've done in that particular class you taught last time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe the strengths in that class would have been the structure of the lesson, in which students were presented with the material. They were involved in modeling and discussing before then applying those same concepts to their own pieces of writing. I also thought that there was a good high energy level in the class, and students seemed to be very engaged and interested and focused on the lesson.
I agree with that, and I think particularly your introductory aspect of it, where you delineated or distinguished between the effective introduction and non-effective introduction, was a very good one. I believe that everyone who paid attention will see how you began by using the title as well as including controlling statement, which incorporated all the items that will be discussed over the course of the writing. I think that was very good. I also thought that the way you moved around during the course of the teaching provided for you to meet the 3 items we identified to be the goal. One was to increase interactive activities in the class through active involvement of your students. The second one was diversity, utilizing the diversity of your students, tapping into their differentiated knowledge base to help one another. I thought that was, those things were very good. I was particularly struck when you approached the lady who just gave birth, I believe, just a week before the class, and she still came to class.
I can't believe you are here. Congratulations. You look really good. How's the baby? What did you name her? Oh, I like that. That's nice. Congratulations.
That was very heartening, particularly when you went to her and said, "Oh, you came here." That really, did it, and I can tell you that that's the kind of person who would seek your advice as you move forward in this endeavor, and that will be consistent with what had been documented in literature. Teachers' attitude is a significant part of, is most determinant of whether a student will succeed or not succeed certainly the attitude you displayed there was a very positive one, which I think would go a long way in the course of doing that. Now, the second part I would like to hear from you is in terms of what you thought could be changed, or some people may call it weaknesses. What would you consider to be weakness of that class?
I am still not sure I'm entirely satisfied with the formative assessment that I designed. I actually changed the implementation of it as I was teaching because I felt that I wanted to have my students more fully engaged. However, in reflection, I think perhaps there could have been a more direct assessment technique that was perhaps more practically based, rather than just using an empty outline during the direct instruction portion of the teaching.
So what you described as weakness was what Schooner characterized as a trait of good teaching. He characterized in his model of reflective teaching as a mechanism through which you think as you go, you think on your feet and change based on situation. You don't have to have something like is set in stone, but be flexible to do that. And that keys into the issue of assessment, as you alluded to, using the type you use to evaluate those things. It's something that is, you make that decision as you move, depending on circumstance. So I would not even consider that to be a negative thing. What I would like to see more is the interactive activities in your class. I could see when you were going around and helping individually, meeting their needs. However, I felt like when they are discussing what they are doing or they had done, other people are not hearing them. I don't know if there's any way you could ensure that you help them to speak louder, or somehow make it accessible to other students to hear what they're saying, because that's the key aspect of active learning. Because when the student has knowledge or ideas he or she wants to share